Hey everybody, it's Calvin the Go here, and I am here discussing One Piece Chapter 1069 review. And today we got a doozy, guys. It's a really exciting chapter of One Piece. Honestly, I've really been excited and happy about how the Egghead Island arc has gone so far. After being in Wano for so long, for like what 4 or 5 years, you kind of get tired of the old system of like, okay, we go to a place, we defeat a bad guy, and we leave. You know what I'm saying? We got a damsel in distress kind of a thing. You know what I'm saying? It's good to kind of get a reset and see a new arc, and it's a decent structure. I like how it's structured so far. There's a lot of things that are happening that are very unexpected. A lot of arcs in the past, you can kind of choreograph a lot of things that happen. I think one of the more unpredictable arcs was also, Whole Cake Island, stuff like that. I think arcs where you can't just like, okay, be like, okay, we're gonna beat this bad guy, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, and we're gonna get a dodge. This is one where it's like, okay, we didn't really know where we were gonna go. We didn't really know how this was gonna happen. We didn't even know where we were originally, and then we found out we're on Egghead Island. We found out where Vegapunk is, and then we were able to kind of get a little bit better of an understanding of what's gonna happen in this arc. Um, we know that Vegapunk is going to be the one to give us more information on Devil Fruits. That's something that we've been talking about for years and years now. So it's really just exciting to see that. So before I go on, I just want to say thank you guys all for watching the videos, and I appreciate it all, and really appreciate if you guys can like, share, and subscribe. Anyway, so the chapter starts off with a little standoff between Lucci and Luffy. Luffy currently at the time is carrying Bonnie on his back, and they run. It's like, hey, pigeon guy, what happened? And then Lucci was like kind of sizing him up a little bit, and Luffy saw the Atlas was on the ground, beat up, and then kind of got mad. Was like, yo, like this is the person that fed me. Um, and I really liked that what was happening was they were having a conversation about, okay, well, Kaku is supposed to be like, yeah, we see him here, but we can't fight him because he's a Yonko, and we need permission to even fight the Yonko from the higher ups, from the Marines, stuff like that. And to me, it's really just exciting to see that. Oh yeah, Luffy is a Yonko now. Like, we all know that, of course, but it's something that we've been waiting for so long. Where it's like it's kind of surreal, kind of like brings you back to reality. Like, oh yeah, Luffy and his crew are a Yonko crew now. Like, when you engage with them, it means a lot. Like, almost every time they fight at this point, it can be a major deal. And that's what Jimmy was talking about. Jimmy was like, you need to know your position. You need to know your position. But I think we all know, out of everyone in the series, that Luffy never cares about that kind of thing. He's just gonna do what he feels is right. He doesn't want to be a hero, but he kind of ends up being a hero on accident just because he helps the people that he cares about. So Luffy and Lucci, they start to get up, they start to go into scrap, and then it cuts away back to Marineford 2.0, and we find out that Kizaru is actually on the way to Egghead Island, and I'm like, yes, Kizaru. I know you guys don't know this, but Kizaru is actually my favorite admiral. Um, I really love his fighting style. I like how like nonchalant he is. I like his power. I mean, like the light power. You know, what I'm saying when he in his entrance when he came on, on the cannonball and all that stuff. I'm like, bruh, and his kicks and all the destructive capabilities he has. I really love Kizaru. He probably was my favorite character in the pre-time skip for a while, and then now my favorite character is Sanji by a country mile now. But it's like Kizaru is so cool, and I want to see what's gonna happen because now that I see that, and I'm kind of jumping ahead a little bit, so but I'll go back on track. Now that seeing how things are happening with Sentomaru and Lucci, I don't even think Kizaru is gonna attack the Straw Hats. I don't even think that's gonna happen at this point. Um, Especially because Kizaru would know that if you're helping Vegapunk, you're kind of on the side of Sentomaru in a way, and apparently that's his nephew. So we need to see what's going to happen there. But Kizaru's on the way. They talked about some kind of plan. I don't know what they were talking about when it comes to a strategy or something like that. When it comes to Kizaru, but Kizaru's finally on the move, and this is why I hate the spoilers, and I kind of don't want to do spoiler videos. When I read the spoilers, it was saying that Akiyuno told Kizaru to hold back, and it also said that Gear 5 Luffy one-shotted and defeated Lucci, which is just straight up not true. So I was contemplating doing spoiler videos, but now I'm kind of like, it kind of makes me even more iffy about doing the videos because I feel like I'm going to be spreading a bunch of misinformation. So I like reading spoilers because I need my One Piece fix. But at the end of the day, if it's going to be the wrong information, I don't know if I'll ever be doing that. But you guys let me know if you would like to see One Piece spoiler videos. I think I'll eventually do them, but I will have to put with the asterisk next to everything because it seems like people like just want to spread wrong agendas. They also were saying that Sanji broke his leg against the Seraphim, so people just literally just lie. The leakers literally just lie and have like egos and try to make themselves more important than they are when they're really just guys who steal some manga panels. So at the end of the day, right? So let me get back on track. But we see in awakened form Rob Lucci. He has like black clouds around him. He kind of has a similar, not the design isn't similar to Gear 5, but I wonder if we're gonna see a pattern of awakened zone users having like this cloud stuff around them. And that kind of was the case for Yamato as well. She kind of had like this cloud stuff, this like mist stand. I don't even, it's hard to even explain what it is. For Lucci, it looks more like some kind of black fire, like some kind of Amaterasu kind of thing, but I don't even know if it has like any actual effects or it's just like kind of, oh yeah, this looks cool. Like it's not just a leopard; it's a leopard with some black fire lightning kind of thing. Yeah, I don't even know what it is, but it looks pretty cool. They're scrapping a little bit. One of the fight sequences was very reminiscent to when they were fighting back in this lobby when Lucci was still in his normal form. They did a punch. And it was kind of like a little explode, like explode, a little shockwave. So that was pretty cool to see. I'm kind of happy that Lucci just didn't get dominated here, but it's also kind of like Luffy doesn't really seem like he's giving it his all. Luffy doesn't really seem like he's really trying to like dominate him or anything. He kind of, but it's also kind of hard to say because I think when Luffy is in Gear 5 form, it just seems like he's not really caring. He's kind of just, he's carefree, he's laughing, he's happy. So we're not gonna say, oh yeah, when Luffy was fighting Kaido, he wasn't really trying, he was just being goofy. It's like, well, I think that's just a part of the ability, right? Um, and while this is all going on, Vegapunk and Nami and Sanji and all of them, they're watching the fight and they're like commenting like, "Wow, like he looks really strange." Um, and then as this is happening, one of the Stellas is talking to Vegapunk and was like, "Wow, what is this white form? This white warrior?" And Vegapunk was kind of giving a little bit of information talking about how Luffy is Nika, and he also said that the Gomu Gomu no Mi doesn't even exist in the the devil fruit encyclopedia. So it's kind of like, wow, like, so was the Gomu Gomu no Mi never even actually a thing? Was it always just a cover up for what it really is? And that's really interesting to me because I'm like, I thought they would at least have some kind of misinformation in the books, but it's like no, like if it never really existed, then that's super interesting, right? It's like okay, that's cool, that's cool. And he also gave his own theory on what devil fruits are, and I'm kind of leaning towards that. That's what it is because since it's Vegapunk talking about it. Um, he says basically what devil fruits are things that people wish they can be. It's kind of like the hopes and dreams of the people of the past, and it's a very unnatural thing. So that's why in the sea, which is the king or queen of nature, is opposed to the devil fruits, and that's why the devil fruits are. That's why it's like a curse where you can't swim. So I'm kind of like, I really hope he can elaborate more on that. I know I'm kind of paraphrasing some things, but I'm really looking forward to Vegapunk kind of going into in depth in what he knows about devil fruits and how they came to be because this is something we've been waiting for forever. Kind of like, okay, is it a natural thing? It seems like it's literally kind of like we all like they wished on a star for a power. It's kind of like growing up, like you want to be, oh, I want to be Superman. I want to be, the Flash. I want to have super speed. I want to, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like basically what he's saying in the One Piece world, they basically wished these things into existence. So it's kind of interesting. I'm really excited to see what happens there. Um, they had their little scrap. Sentomaro pulls up with the rest of the Seraphim, and it also showed the chain of command. When it comes to the Seraphim, at the top is the Gorosei, and then Vegapunk, and then Sentomaru, and then it's whoever has the whatever chip. So that's pretty cool that we see who really controls them. So I guess they can be controlled from Muchi, uh, from the Gorosei if they need to erase some people, right? And it makes sense. They're going to be under the five elders because they kind of rule the world, right? Um, and when that happens, Sentomaru was talking to Luffy, saying like, okay, I don't really trust you, but if you're gonna say Vegapunk, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like, kind of like the talking, having a little banter. And as that happens, Lucci in his awakened black fire leopard form does a Shigan right to the chest, right to the stomach, chest area, uh, to Sentomaru, and basically says, okay, well, if we can't control the Seraphim, then we need to kill the guy who does control the Seraphim, so we are going to be higher in command. I don't think Sentomaru is really gonna die. If that does happen, I think I'm worrying for Lucci's life, right? If Cyberpole really, if Lucci really does kill Sentomaru, Kizaru is going to murk him. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I just think that's just what's gonna happen. It's like you killed my nephew. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to go. I think we might see a side we've never seen of Kizaru, a serious Kizaru, which is kind of scary to think about. It's like, oh, you killed my family member. I'm gonna put you in the dirt. So I'm scared for Lucci's life if Sentomaru really dies, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I think Luffy's gonna kind of turn up a little bit too. Uh, it'll be interesting to see how this goes down next chapter. If Lucci and Luffy will continue fighting, or if Luffy's gonna go with the rest of the Straw Hats. But end of the day, we had a really exciting chapter this week. This video is a little bit longer because we had a lot going on this week. A lot of the other chapters were kind of short. We also are on break. Unfortunately, there's going to be a lot of breaks in terms of the anime and the manga, but I will still be pumping out the content for you guys. I have a lot of video ideas, especially things spurring off of this chapter and how strong I think Lucci is, stuff like that. I'm gonna be doing a couple different videos. I'm gonna be trying to do at least 2 videos a week, so you guys can stay tuned for that. But I appreciate you guys all for watching this video. Calvin the Goat signing out, and have a good day, guys.